Yeah, it's been a long time coming to rep the East. Buffalo bad with a vengeance. We resurrected the team, man, we dangerous. Watch for these horns, they lacerate and cut. We don't play no game while we play this game, though I playing us. You know what it's about, you made me wanna shout. They said to take it now, we took another route. Useless to the drought, play through all the doubters, finger pointing and laughing. The ones that was talking that trash are the same ones circling wagons. We ain't having it. Dominate divisions ever since we put the hell in it. Knocks the competition out the stadium like hammer fist. Stephon Diggs a grave and he pays respects to the cornerbacks that can't cover quickness. Then he catches it. In 1995 to 2020, break the streets. Kept the faith in every season for the team, cause I believe. Taught me no matter how many times you're down, do not accept defeat. Feel like number 17. You got me feeling like I'm Josh Allen. Yeah. What? You got me feeling like I'm Josh. Okay. You got me feeling like I'm Josh Allen. Yeah. Josh. Yeah. Who? Josh. Yeah. Succeed the most in the freezing cold. Break a couple tables in a parking lot with sleet and snow. Put the work in with Sean McDermott, a worthy coach. Y'all can get the hands like a Wilson ball when it's easily thrown. Got so many yards to the point we owning property. I remember haters talking foolish with that gossiping, but they don't want it with Buffalo. Cause when the winter storm hits, they'll be stuck with nowhere to go. Let's play Micah hide and seek. We'll find a week up on the field to hike and we'll unleash the likes of Trey White and Edmonds. All kinds of D. Back in the driver's seat, the Singletary. He's sprinting scary to carry the ball through the plane. Embarrass these adversaries. Prepare to be victimized. We gave New England pats up on their back. Told New York to chat. They left the scene and packed their bags. We're fishing for some dolphins. Left them beats up on the sand. AFC East champs. You got me feeling like I'm Josh Allen. Yeah. What? You got me feeling like I'm Josh. Okay. You got me feeling like I'm Josh Allen. Yeah. Josh. Who? Josh.
Who? Yeah. Did they say Josh Allen? You got me feeling like I'm Josh Allen. Where's everybody at? It's not even a football night. All right, we're going to get ripping because it's 7 o'clock. You know the only other QB to have 4 picks in game 1? Josh Allen. He had 3 and a fumble. I don't think he had 4 picks. Or you mean game in his very first game, you mean? Or in game 1 of this season? I don't think he had 4 picks, did he? He had 3. And I know because we were like around for every one of them. Let me see. Stats. 2 interceptions. Oh, he only had 2. Josh Allen had 2 interceptions. And honestly, like, they both came from our slot. One was McKenzie, one was Crowder. And my brother's big on Crowder, and I'm big on McKenzie. I'm not big on McKenzie, but I told him, like, I just don't trust Crowder. I think McKenzie's going to get to work fantasy-wise. And the McKenzie had that. He dropped it. It bounced right off of him and turned into an interception. And he's like, see, McKenzie's a bum. And then Crowder had another interception. Same thing as Crowder. Crowder's pass was a little worse, but it was still Crowder's fault. It looked like he ran the wrong route. But yeah, both those interceptions, like to have them back. The biggest thing was our running backs fumbling. Moss had one and Cook had one, man. Josh Allen, 56 yards rushing and a touchdown. The power rankings came out today on Score Center. A pretty good resource. I like them. I mean, they're not like, I don't like sporting news. I don't like ESPN, whatever. I think they're more clickbait. But Score Center did it, and they had the Bills number 1, which I kind of get it. How did they lose it? If they were already number 1. Number 2 though was not the Chiefs. It was the Chargers, and I was like, I guess I get it. They felt like the defense for the Raiders was a bigger win for the Chargers than it was for. Ooh, yeah, something pretty coming up. Tyquan Thornton. Gabe Davis did play well. He looked good too. Like he looked good. I love going to games live, man. They're even better when you're not so drunk that you can enjoy them. I think I've learned my lessons. Wan'Dale Robinson. And then Jonathan Taylor out of 10. This guy had a heck of a game. Jonathan Taylor going out to the Indianapolis Colts. Jeremy Wilson, nice card there. Hey, who are we getting on pickups? It sounds like the Niners running back is like the number one dude to pick up this week. Some people need a quarterback if their only quarterback was Dak Prescott, but Jerry Jones came out and says he could see him playing within a month. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. I think he just doesn't want. There's a Kenny Pickett. Portis at a 299. I just think there's a chance he wants to go after another quarterback, and he doesn't want to think people having him. They have him by the balls. Kirk Cousins, Joe Mixon, Jalen Hurts, Chris Carter, and then here we go under the lights. Kenneth Walker. He was out last night at a 149. Didn't matter. The Hawks still win. They did lose Jamal Adams, it sounds like, for a little bit of a fairly good bit of time. It's a hamstring injury. I don't know what that means. But, I mean, we didn't get to talk about the game last night, right? Dude, we were breaking during the beginning of it. It was kind of, we got a dare to dare coming. I think I know what it is, too, because we started talking about the game. Let's see if I'm right. That means we're probably going to have points. There's a Randall Cunningham out of 125. Dorsett. No, it's not. I was wrong. Is that card numbered? Check this out. There's a Malik Willis. And for the Minnesota Vikings, Randy Moss. Oh, it goes to a Vikings fan, too. I think he debated taking him. Kevin Kelly. There you go, Kevin. Yeah, they're not going to do that. Because Jalen Hurts is playing really well, but he's an injury risk. This is out of 65. It looks like 12 out of 65. So I think that Hurts is a bit of an injury risk. He looks great, but Cousins seems to be, to me, the one I wish I have a good bit of shares of Cousins, and I feel like I don't have enough. What up, Jason? What'd you think of your Saints? I had Michael Thomas sitting on the bench in every league. I wasn't sure if he was going to start until right before game time. And I've kind of made it my thing is don't switch right before game time. And I was just kind of I heard it a couple hours before, but I'll do that on occasion. But him coming off and not playing and not knowing what the Saints are going to be, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to let him hang. He is going to be in my lineup as a flex. That's the beautiful part. Where you were drafting him, he's a flex player. Yeah, why not? Yeah, they're not going to go after Rudolph. I just why at that point play Cooper Rush. He's a Cooper Rush. Matt Corral and Danny Gray. We got a Joe Burrow under the lights. Here's our first auto coming up. I'll be surprised if we don't get points in this. We got a Kobe Bryant for the Hawks. Did he do anything last night? There was a Kobe that scored. No, it was a Colby Parkinson. Taysom is a tight end. I know. I talked about it. I posted about it the first comment I made on and the Seahawks going out to Stan K. First comment I made was Taysom was leading rushing. I said to some guys, we got to be drafted. I took Taysom in 2 best ball leagues. I wasn't willing to use up a roster spot on him in a lot of redraft leagues simply because I felt like he'd be the kind of guy if I drafted real early I would have taken. But again, you have to use him in your tight end spot. It can be, but he scored better than a lot of tight ends. Jahan Dotson out of 125. Yeah, he's going to play that wildcat role. But I think his floor is fairly high, but I think his ceiling is also kind of, I just don't know how high his ceiling is. Sky Moore out of 100. Hey, we got 2 autos and the bonus. There we go. Trent McDuffie, Bailey Zapp, and out of 249, there he is, Sky Moore. Beautiful autograph from Sky Moore as well. He was involved last night. Felton, you got one. Sky Moore involved last night. It was a really bad. Cool Komet left up a stinker. But I mean, that Bears game was wacky. I'm not putting any stock into that Bears game. Hassan Haskins, silver chrome there. some great games. We'll start looking at probably tonight. We'll probably look at some of the schedule. We won't make any picks. Oh, by the way, on that note, why I say tonight is we're dropping this as a random teams, 28 a spot. It drops at 7 o'clock, so in just 12 minutes. So if you're interested in that, it should break tonight. I mean, if we can get it rolling. I will say this. I am going to watch a show with my wife tonight. It's only 28 minutes. If you haven't not seen The Patient with Steve Carell yet, it is fantastic. Fantastic. Don't think Office Steve Carell. Think like you've never seen him before. Actually, isn't he the one in isn't he the dad? Oh no, he's not the dad. I was thinking he was the dad in Little Miss Sunshine, but that's someone else. He's in a movie where he plays he's in some movies where he plays serious roles, but it was good. It's very good, Jamie. Very, very good. Here we go. Case hit. Jamar Chase. Luminosity for the Cincinnati Bengals going out to Austin Linderwell. There we go, baby. Boomer. Luminosity. Jamar Chase. Bangy, baby. My only complaint about that show is that it's like 28 minutes long. I said it would have made a fantastic movie. There we go. It's a 10. That sticker's a 10. Card's a 10, sticker's a 10. Dude, 2 case hits in our first 2 boxes. We had a night like this the other night where we opened like 4 boxes and had 3 case hits. The other one didn't have any case hits. Joe Burrow, Debo, Kirk Cousins, London Hall. There's an Alec Pierce. I think he could be sneaky good this year. Wan'Dale Robinson. There's a Jonathan Taylor out of 249. And the autograph is going to be out of 99 for the Titans. Elvis Bethea. Elvin, not Elvis. Elvin Bidet for the Tennessee Titans. Don Wiley on the mini out of 99. Yeah, that card is nice, that Jamar Chase. We're going to have another battle between Chase and Jefferson, it looks like, this year. Vision, Jeffrey Simmons. What do you think? I've never watched an episode of that. Because I heard the ending was pretty poor on that show, the Game of Thrones. But they have that new show out, right? So, Garrett Wilson. And there's a Kyron Williams. That's for the Rams out of 99. And Stingley for the Texans out of 349. Houston Texans going out to Jacques. Well, and here's the thing. Everyone hates on Kirk. But listen, there's rarely a top-notch wide receiver that doesn't have a decent quarterback behind him. If you guys feel that strongly about Justin Jefferson, you should have been on the Kirk Cousins train. Cup played well. You know what? The problem with him is they're relying too heavily on him. They have to get Allen Robinson involved. They have to get some of their other guys involved. The running game needs to be present. Sam Howell, they just look like, our mistakes are the best part for them in that game. Nick Benito. And there's a Chris Olave out of 249. And our swatch is going to be Aaron. He's going to be all right, guys. He is going to be all right. Yeah, because, and the thing was, Lamar, Allen, or Murray, I don't know what Murray, I only watched a snippet of that game, but it doesn't look super promising. Akers didn't have a donut at PPR. He had like 3 points. Oh no, that was a run. Did he have a donut? Did he only have like 3 carries for 9 yards? All right, Jason. See the Gak Pack? The one was a throw, but it counts as a run because it was behind him. And there's a vestige. I don't know, man. I just don't know about him anymore. DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams taking a ton of his points. We got Carson Strong. Brian Robinson's supposed to be back. And there's a Derrick Henry out of 35. Bills are going to get a chance to see him. We'll see what we're really made of. Here's another one out of 50, AJ Terrell. And it's going to be Greg Dulcich out of 100 going to the Denver Broncos. Did we see him? Oh, yeah. He had a nice catch. They have like 4 tight ends on that team. He's a tight end, right? Yeah, tight end. He had some action last night. Well, listen, I have 0 shares of Akers. I just didn't like who... The Rams running game has screwed me too many times over the last couple of years. You know, ever since kind of Falk left. Or even Gurley, for that matter. Gurley was the start of screwing everyone. It's just... They just never seem to know what they were doing back there. All right, one more box to go. We got Elite. And again, in just 7 minutes, the random version of this will drop. And at the end of this, when we do our 2 hitless credits, we'll also do our... we're also going to do our paper football. And then this is also eligible for week 2 daily fantasy and for the Pick'em Challenge, which, again, you only need 75% of the picks right. And this week's daily fantasy is going to include the Monday night games, not the Thursday night. The link will go out probably on Thursday, but it will be for the Sunday and Monday games because there's 2 games. I didn't realize this till today. There's 2 games on Monday. We got the Eagles Vikes and the Bills Titans. Bills Titans on first. People in Canada are so upset because they're showing the Eagles Vikings game, not the Bills Titans game. Like, I don't know what part of Canada, but... Good luck to everyone here. I've been liking the Elite. Now, baseball, more baseball comes out this week. No more football as of right now. I'm sure you guys heard rumors about Fanatics and stuff. I haven't heard anything concrete. I've heard some very strong that it happened, but a lot of things is they bought them over, but it's going to run very similar to the way it is. Kind of like Topps is running right now by Fanatics, but there's very little differences, noticeable differences. I'm not going to hold my breath for anything. David Ajabo out of 399. So I'm hoping that just means they can start printing cards, which seem to be the problem, why we're having all these delays. Treylon Burks. And turn of the century, Brandon Smith. It's going to be our first auto for the Carolina Panthers going out to TJ Erb. This is the first, there's 2 Monday night games. First box out of a case for what it's worth, if you keep track of case hits and whatnot. Andrew Booth Jr. out of 99. That's a 1 out of 99 there. We got Chris Godwin, Zeke, Jamison Williams, rookie elitist, Daniel Jones, and T. Higgins. I didn't realize there's a Kenneth Walker to 9.99. I didn't realize that Keenan Allen's going to be out for multiple weeks. Let's move this auto to the back. Apparently Keenan Allen out for a few weeks. So Palmer really stepping up as a valuable pickup this week. Velus Jones, Jerry Jeudy, Najee Harris, Justin Herbert. There's a T-Law, playmakers. Tua and Tony. We got Claypool, the number 1 running back for the Steelers. Najee, I guess a sprain possible. Did you hear anything? There's a Jamar Chase elitist. Nice card. I know, Jamie. I was a little scared since I have good shares of him. We got the Josh Allen elite deck, and it's going to be another Jamison Williams. Stan with his 3rd out of 2 cases. There he goes. You got the horizontal blue. Now you got the horizontal black. Boom. Yeah, don't forget, get your pickups in. Don't forget to do that. I may start to get up early. Tomorrow might be the day I start it. Just getting up early. Hit that free agency list pretty early. It's just the thing that bothers me. I wish it was always the same time. Like sometimes they process at 4:30, sometimes they process at 3, sometimes they process not till like 5:15. It seems to be like whenever they run it, which I don't get it. It should be a constant, but it's not. Maybe they do it that way intentionally so people can't set their timers and do that. They're like, it's wild that way. I don't know. There you go, James. It's always important to be important. Congrats, though. I know that was big for you. Is the lady and kid moved in with you yet, James? Sleepers is at midnight, so then it's free agency after that. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jamie, I didn't put it in for anyone in that league yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay up and do some stuff or get up early and do it. Kayvon Thibodeau. Again, that break drops in just 2 minutes. There's a Karlaftis at a $9.99. DJ Moore and Jacobs, Stephon Diggs. And here we go. Cam Akers at a 99. A full throttle. Good looking card. What are you doing with them? Kenneth Walker. And there's a Trey McBride out of 85. This is jersey number 56 out of 85. You got Cortland Sutton, Cooper Kupp, and there's a Chubby out of 399. A little bit of a letdown that he was the second most used running back in that game. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, however, 2 touchdowns? Craftsman. We got a Dak Prescott Elite Deck. Come on, I'd love to get one of the letter ones. Oh, here we go. For the Titans, out of 49, Malik Willis. And listen, I don't think it's completely far-fetched to think that this guy might see some action this year. Malik Willis out of 49. There we go for the Titans. Nice card there. That's awesome, James. Good luck and congratulations, man. I was wondering if that's where she worked. That works out nicely for transportation too. That's awesome, man. Way to figure it out. Debo Playmakers, and that is all she wrote for that. But 2 case hits, a nice on card, some nice numbered stuff as well. We'll go ahead. That break should have dropped if you want to grab a spot. I am going to do the recap. I am going to do the hit list credits. I'm going to do the paper football. And then, of course, you are eligible for Pick'em and for the daily fantasy. We'll get to that later this week. You'll be added to the list. No worries there. Patty's farthest TD pass is 9 yards. That is crazy. I did not know that. Akers out of 99, full throttle. We got the Trey McBride to 85, the Andrew Booth to 99, and out of 35, Derrick Henry. AJ Terrell out of 50, Sam Howell Dynamic. Chris Olave to 249, and a Kyron Williams out of 99 for the Rams. Sky Moore out of 100, and a Jahan Dotson out of 125 with 2 touchdowns this week. Kenneth Walker out of 149 with the dub. Even on the bench, he got it. And then a 5 out of 10, Jonathan Taylor, mini gold cracked ice, closing it out of 49, Malik Willis out of 49. And then we did have 2 case hits up here that don't count as hits in this, but we're going to go ahead and show those last anyhow. For the Kansas City Chiefs, Clyde Edwards-Helaire going out to Jonathan Felton. He was not done. That one's going to not be numbered. Aaron Rodgers for the Green Bay Packers going out to Chase Dane. Intensity. And then we have Jamison Williams for the Detroit Lions on-card pen pals. Brandon Smith out of 199 for the Carolina Panthers going out to TJ Erb. He wasn't done either. Oh, no, he get them. Maybe that was it for him. Greg Dulcich out of 100 for the Denver Broncos. Got some action last night. Andrew. It didn't drop? Give me a second here, guys. What the heck? It says in 2 minutes. I'm posting it now. Why in 2 minutes? I put it for 7 o'clock. Specifically. Facebook's awesome. Derek Stingley for the Houston Texans going out to Jacques. Thank you, Jamie. Elvin Bethea for the Tennessee Titans going out to Don Wiley. Don getting back on track here. And then Sky Moore for the Chiefs and Jonathan Felton. That's a dual RPA at a 249. And then for the Seahawks, Dan K, not only getting the Lions, but the Seahawks as well. And of course, two of the nicest cards of the break had the Randy Moss with the Minnesota Vikings Dare to Tear card, numbered out of 65. And the case hit Luminosity Jamar Chase. Good stuff. Let's go ahead first and do the two $5 hitless credits. Then we will do the paper football. I did update for this week already. We have 3 already that are running. 2 of them won last week. The other one got a push, so he gets to keep his. It said it was dropping in 2 minutes. Why would I set it for 7:04? Like, so stupid. All right, top 2 win 2 hitless credits, or 2 $5 hitless credits. Always value standard. Maybe that's like my auto default time. They just are like, what time? Eastern, Pacific, or BST. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hey, I'll tell you what I did well. I converted pretty well on the West Coast when I made my drops. Saints, and I had to say the post in East Coast time so we didn't lose track, but I had to drop it on West, my Facebook showed Pacific time. Saints and the Patriots, Jason Mello and Jason Rogacki. There we go, each getting a $5 credit. Now here we go for the paper football challenge. We did change high score this year for fantasy football from 5 to 10. So $10 credit this year for high score. Paper football giveaway. It is greater than reality. The surprise factor of it. Let's see who gets it. It's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles, and that's going to be Brian Singleton. Let's see who he gets. Come on, Brian. Move you over here. Right now, here's who has paper footballs. We got Larry with the Giants, Zach with the Colts, Fred with the Steelers, and now Brian Singleton. Let's see who we get. Just one. The Broncos coming off a loss. Much, I think, easier matchup this week. We're going to have to use marker. Actually, no, we're going to do this. Mother effer. There we go. All right, finally. I'm going to put this right in here with it. So I pull it out when I do it. Yep, I honored the way of the world right now, inflation. Except businesses seem to charge more and make more and pass it on to the consumer. Here we seem to give it more, but make it happen, right? The comments are all jumbled. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Definitely doing it wrong, man. I'm going to go help get the kids to bed so I'm not an a-hole, and hopefully we'll fill this tonight. Got some spots taken, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to have 10 spots taken already, all right? See y'all soon.